I got started producing music, I guess, when I was in middle school. I basically started on the internet, started on my own. And then eventually after high school, I was like, all right, this is actually pretty fun, and I feel like I could make a career out of this somehow. So I went to college for it, sound engineering. I had the same teacher, Jason Rook, for my whole college career with the sound engineering. And I was able to ask him questions that most people couldn't really answer because he was very specific to what I wanted to do, and he knew a lot. Through that teacher, I was able to acquire an internship with one of his companies. The internship wasn't directly with music producing per se, it was more with record label stuff, which was great because it really taught me how the other half of the industry works, which is really important for doing music producing in itself. The guys who run their company there pay a lot of attention to detail, which is really what makes their business thrive. And it taught me that if I want to make a great record, I have to understand the attention to detail and the supreme focus that I really need. So I would try to make my own songs and they'd be alright, but they weren't like great or anything, nothing I could really put out on iTunes or for the public. And I was always wondering like what took it to that next step. Like, why doesn't it sound like this produced record that I hear on the radio? Through doing it by myself, I really just learned a lot. It's more about how it sounds from the source rather than how you're going to alter it later on, which is the big thing. So thankfully, I was able to, through my internship, get a publishing deal with the company that my teacher was affiliated with. That meant that I could make my own music. They would help put it out for me. I started off with basic acoustic album first, just like original stuff, and it was alright. And then I did an acoustic Christmas album, and that was cool because it was kind of like a step up in my song productions. I had more layers, I had more percussion. The cool thing with that was 2 of the songs off of that album was actually reached on the top 50 holiday charts in 2016, I believe, on iTunes. Which for me is huge. Like, I'm just like some guy who goes to college and is learning this stuff, and like I put out something and like the second album I put out, it like reaches the holiday charts, which is ridiculous. That, I guess, gave me the motivation to keep doing it and to keep putting stuff out. So looking back, I just feel like I was able to gain some of that knowledge and just help work on that for myself.